Hello everybody, welcome to iCommand. This is TV Boy, and we are watching the finals of the top 4 elimination for the Season 7, the final competitive league. So we saw the top 4. This is the finals. The winners of the 2 semifinals games are here to play out their game, their match, and we are going to be watching it. Here, the mission is Man and Carbonite on the Bespin Tabano facility. This is the one where whenever you defeat a figure, you can put down a token, you can retrieve the token, and then you can spend an action to deposit that token here at the Carbon Freezing Chamber for a VPs equal to that figure cost. So what I've heard mostly people say is that it's pretty much just a kill fest. Not a whole lot of scoring of VPs because of how difficult it is to score them. So we're going to see a lot of action, a lot of attacking. And we've seen the list before, but just to recap, we've got Morgan in the red deployment zone playing the Rebel Sabs with Mern, Rin, and Saw Gerrera, with the addition of what's her name that got canceled? What is her name? Cara Dune and K2SO as his sort of hard-hitting figures to punch damage through to the single targets, while the Rebel Saboteurs do blast. And we've got a bit of a Season 4 showdown here with the rising stars from Season 4 being the Rebel Sabs on the Rebel side and the ISB Infiltrators on the Imperial side, both of them again from Season 4 of IACP. And we're seeing Mark's list. This is a very similar list to what Destructor was playing. Lots of little troopers, no unique figures, nothing, no single figure units other than the lone officer, but no Thrawn, no Krennic, nothing like that, no Iden, just generics. A whole list full of generics, 40 points of generics, although really more like 36 points of generics because he's got the 2-point officer, Rule by Fear, and Zillow Technique. But he's got to be really careful of the blast here. If he needs, Mark is going to need to really spread his figures out to win this game. If he gets 3 or 4 figures caught up in a blast 4, blast 6 from these Sabs, it is going to be game over really quickly, just like we saw in the game with Destructor in the top 4. He got caught with his figures all clumped up, and he got hit by a double Sab attack, took out 4 or 5 of his 3 or 4 or 5 of his figures all in one go, and that was what killed that game. Alright, if I can get the log to progress. There we go. Alright, so we're seeing Rule by Fear. Gonna discard Urgency. I do not know who has initiative. There's no initiative token in play. But it looks like 3PO activating first here. And it looks like they're using voice chat, so I'm not going to be able to see the chat. Okay, there's the initiative token. So it looks like Morgan's got the initiative. Gonna have 3PO focus up one of the Sabs. Extra armor in the list too, so 2 armor tokens to, or block tokens to Cara Dune, 2 to the Saboteurs. It looks like Mark is passing a bit. Let's see, Mark has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activations, and I believe Morgan has 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so going to be able to pass just once here. So now that R2 has activated, we're seeing the officer activate, going to push the stormtrooper up to the door and stand on the terminal. It looks like, I don't think, did R2, no, it was Gideon that activated, so Gideon had to push R2D2 with his one action, focus the other Sabs, so both Sabs are focused. R2 going to activate, able to reach that terminal thanks to Gideon. Going to draw a card. And we've got the other stormtroopers moving down. Not a whole lot of room to spread out on this map. Very tight corridors and hallways, unless you get out into the freezing chamber where there's a little more room to spread out. Let's see. So Saw Gerrera activating. He's a leader, so he's going to trigger. What's his name? K2SO to get that power token. And once he gets the second power token, he can be able to use Continually Unexpected. I think a lot of people forget that that power token ability is once per round, so it's only with Cassian or Kotun or a similar figure that you can power him up by turn 1 to be able to attack at range. Alright, so we got Saw moving up to the door by the terminal. Looks like Mark is moving all of his figures into that terminal room, and he is very clumped up. I am very worried about his figures here. especially if he opens his door. Now it's nice that there's a door protecting him at least, and he doesn't have to open his door. And it's going to be difficult for Morgan to open that door all the way across the map. But if Morgan is able to get something up there and open that door and then blast everything there, it's going to be trouble for Mark. And like I said, it's just really hard to spread out in this map. The best he can do is maybe like go diagonally. Oh, he's going to activate the Stormtrooper and make an attack on Mern here, who's moved a little too far north. Mern rolls hot though. Gonna still take 1 damage, but that's 1 damage she probably didn't need to take. Oh no, Mark has opened his door. Oh my. And K2 now opening Morgan's door, and Morgan just come down and blast that one trooper and kill all the other ones next to it. Oof. Okay, so now coordinated raid from the ISB Infiltrator, allowing that Stormtrooper to attack Mern once again. And no command cards can be played during this attack since the ISB Infiltrator is activating. But it looks like no damage dealt. The other ISB coming out. So it looks like Mark is trying to spread out into this carbon freezing chamber, give himself some more room to work with. Cara Dune going to activate. Going to come up and take a shot here at the Stormtrooper that has been harassing Mern. Probably going to use Shock and Awe. Yep, going to use that once per round ability to swap those dice to, I believe, blue, red, red. So that's going to be 2 damage. Oh, she does have reroll. She has professional. Nice reroll. So that's going to be 7 minus 4 is minus 3 is 4 damage. Doesn't get the kill there. Okay, another ISB Infiltrator having this Stormtrooper attack Mern again with coordinated raid. This time going to be doing some damage, some 2 damage it looks like. Oh no, he doesn't make range, so not doing any damage. So Stormtrooper a bit of a disappointment here, not even able to do damage to Mern. And now these Infiltrators are spreading down into the lower freezing carbon freezing chamber area. And now we see the Sab going to come up and make this a target of opportunity, it looks like. Who's he going to go for? So he's going to go for the back Stormtrooper using that priority target ability. Able to ignore figures when determining line of sight. This is a focused attack. He doesn't have the surge token that I think he wants, and there's, yeah, you can see no surges rolled. He does have targeting computer, so not getting any surges, but he's hidden. So okay, so he's got 1 surge at least. He's going to be able to blast 2 here. Oh, there we go. Nice. Overwhelming impact. So that's going to add a surge. So I think he's got the blast 4, and that is a really juicy one. He's got 3 things right next to that guy, so I think, does that kill the trooper even? Because you're doing +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could Zillow to save that Stormtrooper, but I think he actually doesn't want to. Yeah, because that's just giving him another attack to blast with. So there we're going to see blast 4. Did he do too much? Yeah, he did too much. So 4 damage to those 2 heavies and to that other Stormtrooper. Now who can he go for? Does he, maybe if he has urgency or something, he can get next to that trooper. Oh, nice. He can draw a line of sight from there. So yeah, not going to be able to blast on those same figures, but this is pretty good if you can try and kill this heavy trooper. Nice roll. That's a lot of surges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got the range, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got the range, thanks to the focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got the kill, and he can blast 4 still. Yep, so that's a dead Stormtrooper, and he still has heavy fire, and he has saw, so you could take out these other 2 Stormtroopers as well. He could actually kill all 3 of these Stormtroopers here. So he's going to go ahead and use Saw Gerrera. You can choose up to 2 figures within 2 spaces of the target space. So he's going to kill 2 of these Stormtroopers. He's going to weaken probably the ISB Infiltrator. Kill those 2 Stormtroopers, and then exhaust heavy fire. 1 damage to the other Stormtrooper. Right? How come he didn't kill the other Stormtrooper? Oh, there we go. So there we go. Killed one heavy and three stormtroopers and another stormtrooper first. So that was what, four stormtroopers and a heavy? Five figures dead in one activation. And now that Sab is stunned and bleeding thanks to heavy fire. I don't think I can show heavy fire, but maybe I can bring it up. But this is another card that has been getting a lot more respect from people the last few seasons. Not even just because of IACP, but just because of how strong of a card is. And it might be that it's IACP that's bringing more viable heavy weapons figures into the game. But like, we did not change heavy fire at all. It's just so good at like damage control. It's like I've called it a reverse Zillow technique, right? It's like a Zillow technique that you exhaust to make sure the figure dies that you want to die. Um, what do we got here? Okay, reinforcements being played. So it looks like this is the end of the round. So Morgan is 16-0 on Mark. And we've got Call the Vanguard being played by Cara Dune. It's going to make an attack on this heavy stormtrooper. If this kills it, oh man, that's a lot. I mean, Mark's not out. He still has 4 ISB Infiltrators, which are arguably his most powerful figures, and he still has 3 Stormtroopers, although one is down to 1 health. So he's not out of it yet, but this is some very efficient work that Morgan is making on his list, mostly due to that big clump of figures getting taken out by the Rebel Sabs there. Okay, so we've got ISB Infiltrator coming up. Looks like it's gonna make an attack on Cara Dune, who does have that hunker down ability thanks to being next to that impassable terrain. Gonna spend a block token. Oof, and a triple block roll. So I think that stops everything. No, it doesn't. It doesn't stop the 2 surges. So I think she's gonna take 3 damage here. Gonna play Intel Leak. And let's see what was in his hand. Looks like we see Parting Blow and Deadeye in the hand. So I think Parting Blow is going to get discarded. Oh, Negation got discarded. Okay, gonna play Element of Surprise here with this other ISB. Gonna spend the block token. Should not be playing a defense, I believe. I'm not sure what the strain. The Element of Surprise is discarded for strain from Intel Leak discarding Negation. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we're seeing another ISB Infiltrator attack here. Kara spending the block token. That's going to stop that and that. So she's going to take 2 damage from this attack. Now Squad Swarm is going to be played. So now these other ISBs are going to get to activate and lay into Cara Dune as well. Interestingly, she can't even play Parting Blow while these guys are activating. Not super great. Again, that hunker down ability really hampering their damage. But it looks like they're going to be able to do 3 damage with this one. And she does have 12 health. Being able to weaken her would have been really good here, but unfortunately those heavy stormtroopers are both dead. 1, 2, 3. Still hidden. So that's going to be another 3 damage. Chipping away here. He gets 1 more attack thanks to Coordinated Raid. And is that going to do it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, she has 13 health or 14? Oh, she has 14 health. Yeah, because she's 9 points, so that makes sense. So not quite, but able to deal a lot of damage. She's going to run away, going to slam this guy, kill him, and then stand next to this other guy. And now if he tries to move away, she can Parting Blow, but this Stormtrooper is going to help out his buddy, and that's going to take out Cara Dune. So 9 points to Mark, although Morgan's already at 23. He's killed so many figures. And they're going to go ahead and put down that carbon token. So now the Stormtroopers could try and pick this up and get another 9 victory points if they can get it all the way down to the carbon freezing chamber. Okay, we've got a focused Stormtrooper attack going after 3PO. 3PO going to try and re-roll because that is a really good roll from the ISB Infiltrator. And that is a dead 3PO as well. So Mark taking back some victory points here. but he is still way behind. He's going to need to kill these Sabs and probably K2SO to get back into this game. So, officer activating and move the ISB Infiltrator back. Now we've got K2SO, who is activating, or is that Mern activating? Oh, just Mern activating. Going to give another power token to K2SO, enabling him to make ranged attacks. Then going to move up and going to use false orders on this Stormtrooper to have him attack his buddy. Mern very good in this matchup in particular. So that's 3 damage to the other Stormtrooper. And now we've got Saw, who has opened the door and is going to attack that ISB Infiltrator. Just for 1 damage though. Oh no, did he miss? He totally missed on range. And now I've got the ISB K2SO coming down. Going to attack the other one. Oh, I guess because the Infiltrator was hidden. So we're going to have to get through that hidden accuracy. Going to spend that damage token to be able to use continually unexpected. And looks like he's going to play positioning advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because he's only doing 5 damage right now. I don't think that gets the kill. Zillow technique gonna come down to add a block, so only 4 damage to that to that infiltrator there. Just barely made accuracy too, thanks to K2SO's +2 accuracy. Alright, Sab's coming down. Gonna get some more blast damage. Gonna attack that infiltrator that's no longer hidden. Oh no, he's gonna go for the 3 health infiltrator. Gets the dodge though. So that dodge is going to save him, and that's going to be the end of the round. Morgan going to get initiative here. Mark playing reinforcements once more, reinforcing that Stormtrooper group up by where the Cara Dune token currently is. And now Derek gets to activate here. Going to attack with the ISB Infiltrator. Going to reroll. I don't think he has the kill here. So yeah, the Infiltrator is going to discard a card, discarding Concentrated Fire to add a block with Zillow technique. Going to exhaust Zillow to prevent the Pierce 2, and going to take 2 damage and go to... Wait, what? Why is he dead? Oh, Heavy Fire. That's right, so he just exhausted Heavy Fire. So that Saboteur should be stunned and bleeding. So Heavy Fire, again, the anti-Zillow technique. It's fantastic. And now the other stab, going to go for this ISB Infiltrator, get some blast damage going. Their attacks are really not that impressive when they're not focused or tokened up, as you can see. Does that a reroll, so he's going to do 1 damage there. And looks like he's going to move to take control of Mark's terminal here. And now Marcus activate. He's going to probably go with... Oh, he's going to go with the Stormtrooper. He's going to try and take out Mern here. Mern is just a monster with these defensive rolls, though. Just 1 damage. She has 9 health. There's no way they're going to push through that. They'd have to roll really hot. 2 more damage. Oh, he's got the reroll. Should have rerolled the other one. 2 more damage. And another triple block from Mern. Just cannot break through that. 2 damage to Mern. Oh, I'm going to play Grenadier, so that's not bad. Oh, just 1. He rolls the 1. Oh, she took 7 damage from all of that. Or I should say 6 damage from all of that. I think it was fair to try to hope for a kill there on Mern. Mern's going to use false orders here, having the one Stormtrooper attack the 2 health one. And looks like that's going to kill it unless he has a card to discard for Zillow. Going to discard Tough Luck, add a block, so that Stormtrooper going to be able to stay alive here. Is this officer attacking? Who's the officer attacking? Oh, it's Mern attacking the Stormtrooper. My bad, guys. Mern is attacking the Stormtrooper, so that's going to kill that Stormtrooper with that Surge for +2 damage. I mean, I think Mark is out of cards, so he can't discard to Zillow anymore. So maybe discarding to Zillow against that Sab attack was a mistake. Alright, Saboteur is going to go after the Infiltrator is going after the Saboteur here. not hidden because of all the coordinated raiding they were doing. Saboteur spends a block token, so that's just 2 damage. Gonna get hidden now. The other one gonna be able to do coordinated raid to attack with the first one. So that's gonna be 4 damage. And now the second attack here, not too great, needing to attack 3 times to kill one Saboteur that just has 7 health. But he does get the kill, so that's going to put Mark at 14 points. Probably needed to go for K2SO there, honestly. Especially now that he has it activated. He is within range. He can just start bashing people. He doesn't need continually unexpected anymore. Spends the power token. Gets a lot. That's probably a dead infiltrator. Morgan goes to 30. And K2SO moves over to the officer. Officer going to try and get a Hail Mary attack here. But there's no way. He needed way more accuracy. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He needed like perfect highest accuracy roll on both dice to get that shot. Alright, is that it? That is going to be the game. So Morgan wins the league and winning the final. Just huge blast shenanigans. Really shows you need to be careful against Sabs. We've made jokes in the steering committee that, you know, people won't play into blast. They just won't put their stuff next to each other, but that isn't always the case. We see that happen a lot with saboteurs, that people just clump up, and you can't clump up against saboteurs. They will blast the crap out of you. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. We will see you next time.